What our God cannot do
does not exist.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Imbu from Cameroon. We want to testify about the goodness of God in our family. We got married in November 2022, and by March 2023, my wife had not taken in yet, and we went for medical attention. By the time we reached the hospital, the diagnosis we were given were terrifying. I had 3 conditions. In these 3 conditions, each of them is capable of making a man unable to impregnate a woman. And the first condition was azoospermia, which means the absence of sperms in a man's ejaculate. The second condition was oligospermia, which means low sperm count, that is few sperms in a man's ejaculate. And the third condition was chlamydia. And all these 3 conditions, a man just needs to have one and he will be unable to impregnate a woman. And I had 3 of those conditions. All right, getting to my wife now, her own report showed that she had myomas, which is commonly called fibroid. She equally had blocked fallopian tubes. She had ovarian cyst, and as it was my case, it was her case equally. Any of these 3 conditions my wife had is capable of making a woman unproductive. So we were put on a 12 weeks treatment, that's 3 months treatment, and we took the treatment just for 2 weeks. And I said I'm not continuing the treatment. Though she didn't like it, I did not give in to her. I said I cannot be worshiping God and I am seeking medical attention as though I were helpless. In June 2023, she went to the sister, came back and introduced me to the prayer altar NSPPD, where we began as a couple to pray together. And in the month of July, something happened in one of the prayer sessions in the morning. I felt like a lock was untied within my loins, within this area. It was like a lock was opened here. And after the prayer, I told my wife that I had such an experience. And then in the month of August, she took in. Now let's hear from her.
When we were praying, I introduced him to the prayer altar. And along the line, they announced the mid-year fast. I joined in and I was praying. Pastor Jerry will ask us to download the pictures that we want to see. When I was downloading the pictures of children, we download. Even if you bring the dresses or something symbolic to show, I was bringing it. Along the line, on the 18th of July, Pastor Jerry said, the last menses you see, you won't see them again.
Women desirous for the fruit of the womb, get on your knees. If you're a woman desirous for the fruit of the womb, get on your knees. The sound of your amen. The last menses you saw, the last menstruation you saw, the sound of your amen is the last you will ever see.
I key into it, and I took in that same month, Pastor Jerry, what God cannot do does not exist. And Pastor Jerry, we have our evidence. We have our evidence to show in this prayer altar that what God cannot do does not exist.
This is our evidence. 5 weeks old evidence.
We have our evidence.
Thank you very much. May the oil on your head continue to flow, Pastor Jerry. God bless you, Pastor Ogoro, Pastor K, and everybody watching us from the prayer altar. Please remain faithful. The Lord will come through for you as He did for us. Goodbye.